your winner at the 20th anniversary of NRLOA.
And she's going to get it. Gecko Holt in her second start is going to win here at the Milwaukee Mile.
He got the checkered flag. Jack Drome wins the whole Spiritual 50 for Trackhouse Racing.
What's going on, everybody? Caleb here, and welcome to the final round here of NRLOA IROC 2. We are here at the Bad Fast Talladega Superspeedway here in Talladega, Alabama, to bring this season to a close. It's been a fun season so far. We've had 3 different winners. First, we saw Josh Williamson go to victory lane at Atlanta. Maximilian Chilton got the win at New Smyrna. And after a fantastic battle, Nathan Stapleton came out on top at Willow Springs last time out and held on to that points lead and comes into the finale here with a chance at capturing the title, along with both Williamson and Chilton all coming in with a chance to walk away with the championship here in NRLOA IROC 2. We are here for a 20-lap race here around the Talladega Superspeedway, and you all know how this track can be. Definitely going to be interesting to see how this race plays out and who walks away with the win and the championship once everything is said and done. But we'll take a quick endeavor here into our championship battle, and like I mentioned, Nathan Stapleton comes into this race your points leader. He's got a 9-point gap back to Josh Williamson. Those two are going to probably be duking it out the most here today for this title. Of course, the maximum points gap that you can make up in a race is 18 points. So Maximilian Chilton back there in third, 17 points back. Still could have a chance at this, but it would probably require Stapleton to finish last. Williamson to finish towards the mid to the back of a pack, and Chilton pretty much in a must-win situation here. But I don't know, anything can happen. We'll just have to wait and see how it'll all play out here from the Talladega Superspeedway. But regardless of the fact, it's going to be a lot of fun. We've had 3 great races here so far this season, and undoubtedly this one will probably be a lot of fun as well to close out a spectacular season here of NRLOA IROC. But alright, I think it's just about time we get these guys rolling here from the Talladega Superspeedway. And as they do, we'll take a quick look here through your starting lineup here for round number 4 here of NRLOA IROC 2 from the Talladega Superspeedway. Starting on the pole position, it's the number 4 of Will Parrish, and he starts alongside the 00 of Bobby Frazier. Row 2, it's your championship leader Nathan Stapleton starting alongside the 40 of Caitlin Luna. Row 3, it's the 1 Connor Monaco and the 77 of Juan Carlos Espinosa. Row 4, it's the number 97 of Dreamular Verstappen and the 88 of Stephen Colon. Row 5, we have the 60 Josh Williamson and the 17 of John Andrews. Rounding out the field there in row 6, it's the number 59 of Zachary Fitzwater and the number 64 of Maximilian Chilton. Controlling off okay. Course race info down the bottom left-hand side of your screen. Got a 20-lap race here ahead of us. Usual flow of entries, of course. And for the finale, things are definitely going to get interesting here. Cannot wait to see how this race will play out. Like I said, it has been a very fun season up to this point. Really glad that I've been given the opportunity to run this series. A huge thank you to everyone at the NRLOA, especially Stephen Colon, for letting me take the reins of this series. I've had a lot of fun with it so far, and definitely cannot wait to see how this will all close out. It's going to be interesting to see if it's Stapleton, Josh Williamson, or Maximilian Chilton, but regardless of who does win it, this has been a spectacular season to run, and hoping for maybe 4 for 4 here for great races here this season. But here we come through turns 3 and 4. It's going to be Will Parrish and Bobby Frazier who's going to lead us down the front straightaway to the green flag. Of course, with it being Talladega, got to put in the obligatory reminder that start-finish line all the way on the exit of the tri-oval. So we'll have to see if that potentially becomes a factor here in this one. We'll just have to wait and see. But through the tri-oval, it's Will Parrish and Bobby Frazier who is going to lead the field to the green flag. Here we go. We are racing here in the final round of NRLOA IROC 2. We're green flag racing here from the Talladega Superspeedway. Parrish with a decent jump there off of the start, leads the field right now down the back straightaway. Stapleton got a good jump though, and he's got a good push here already from the one of Connor Monaco, and he's looking to try and take the race lead away here down the back straightaway. Of course, with the points format that we are using, there's no points given for the pole position, lap sled, or any of that. It's just where you finish is the amount of points that you get. So that's going to be the big concern for all these guys here today. But Nathan Stapleton looking to make an early statement here, looking to lead the opening lap here from Talladega, but we're already fanning him out quite a bit. Almost got 4 wide already back there. But Nathan Stapleton going to lead the opening lap here from Talladega. Connor Monaco with a big block load there. We do pretty much have 4 wide back here, and Williamson right in the middle of it there. So is a 64 Maximilian Chilton. Parrish, your pole sitter, going to fall back there on the outside lane, but Stapleton in the 7, currently leading the way, looking to bring this championship home. Here comes Zachary Fitzwater in the 59. Started there on the last row of the grid, looking to make some moves. So is Maximilian Chilton in the 64. Stephen Colon is peeking underneath John Andrews, looking to potentially make it 4 wide here off of turn number 4. But Luna's going to clear Verstappen there on the outside and keep it down to 3 wide as for the race lead, Zachary Fitzwater taking a peek to the inside here on Nathan Stapleton. And at the line, give it to Zachary Fitzwater, leading that lap here from Talladega as we head on here to lap number 3. Here comes Maximilian Chilton with a push from John Andrews here on the inside lane. Of course, Maximilian Chilton in a must-win situation here, but the least she can do is go for the win, and she's trying to do that right now. Here comes Chilton with help from the 40 of Caitlin Luna. They're going to go to the outside here as now Caitlin Luna takes a peek down low, but here comes Juan Carlos Espinosa in the 77. They're going to go 3 wide back here behind the 59 of Zachary Fitzwater. Remain 3 wide here, about 2 rows back for the time being. Stapleton in the 7 stuck up on that outside lane. Looks like he might fall to the back here, but they're kind of single filing out a little bit here up front, maybe looking to try and go for a move here on Fitzy, and that's exactly what they're doing as Juan Carlos Espinosa in the 77 takes a peek here down to the inside. Side by side here through turns 3 and 4. Here comes your pole sitter, Will Parrish, looking to make his way back up here towards the front. Some help there from the 97 of Dreamy Liver Stapp and Josh Williamson in the 60 right behind these guys. Looking to make his way up here through the field, and Nathan Stapleton back here looking to make some ground back up. So is the 64 of Maximilian Chilton. Zachary Fitzwater barely got it at the line there, 4 1,000ths of a second, but Juan Carlos Espinosa still trying to hang strong there on that inside lane. Zachary Fitzwater getting out to a bit of a lead over the car behind him, Will Parrish. He's doing a good job at pushing him there on that outside lane. Fitzy might even stay clear as we head here down the back straight away, but lanes are about equal here as Juan Carlos Espinosa got a good push there. Stays at the quarter panel of the 59. still side by side here as we head through turns 3 and 4. Espinosa slides up just a little bit, maybe trying to side draft the 59 a little bit. Almost opened the door up for the 97 of Dream Deliver Stappen to get to the inside though, but Fitzwater still holds on to the race lead on that outside lane. He's going to clear the 77 and drop down there in front of him. Williamson was 6th at the time they crossed the line. Stapleton was 10th. So, Nathan Stapleton would still hold on to the points lead, but if Williamson can maybe get past a couple more cars here, he might potentially have a shot, but still got a little ways left to go in this race, and anything can happen. Zachary Fitzwater, though, holding on to this race lead very strongly. That 59's got a lot of speed under the hood. Zachary Fitzwater, the living legend himself, looking to get a win here in NRLOA IROC 2. Of course, I believe your reigning champion here of NRLOA IROC. Looking to go to victory lane here in season number 2. Juan Carlos Espinosa going for round number 2 here on Zachary Fitzwater. Doesn't have any help, though, on that inside lane. Verstappen goes up high to give Fitzy a push. And Fitzy will stay clear here for the time being. Nathan Stapleton's moving on up in the 7. He's gotten back past the 60 of Josh Williamson. So now Stapleton, as they run right now in the catbird seat, to walk away here with the championship. Almost 4 wide here through the tri-oval. Oh, we are pretty much 4 wide with Bobby Frazier. Connor Monaco puts it in the wall to try and give Parrish and those guys enough space. He's going to lose a bit of momentum there on the outside, drop back a little bit, but if he can get that momentum rallied up quickly, he shouldn't lose much time at all. On the back straightaway here now, Nathan Stapleton looking to have a scrap here for the 2nd position. He dives to the inside of Juan Carlos Espinosa. He's going to get to the inside. Maximilian Chilton goes high. Here comes Josh Williamson down low. All 3 of our championship contenders right here in the same zip code. And Williamson maybe looking to give Stapleton a little help here on the inside, but he's going to go down to the inside here in the tri-oval. Stapleton's going to block him. Big move back here by John Andrews. Has a huge run here on Chilton. And Espinosa going to take it to the inside, but Luna goes back up to the middle. Going to get blocked there by the 17, but Andrews kind of lost his momentum as a result of that. Maximilian Chilton down the back straight away, takes a peek to the inside of Josh Williamson, but these 3 going to stay in line for the time being. Caitlin Luna takes a duck down low on John Andrews here going into turn 3. That 40 had a full head of steam there. Down at the back straightaway and ends up taking it, and John Andrews still on the outside as here comes Stephen Colon and Will Parrish. I was going to say working with each other down the inside, but Parrish ducks low in the tri-oval, making it 3 wide. Back there for, I believe, the 6th position. Parrish just barely going to nab it there at the line, but Chilton still not giving up. Took another peek to the inside. Didn't quite get enough momentum there, though, and just barely slotted in back in front of the 40 of Caitlin Luna. Stephen Colon did pretty much the exact same thing there, throwing a pretty big block there on the 17 of John Andrews. Chilton peeking low once again here down the back straightaway. Gonna put the 40 of Caitlin Luna up on the high side. Here comes Will Parrish in the 4. Now gets to the back bumper and help the 64 of Maximilian Chilton. Stephen Colon, John Andrews on the 17 and 88s looking to close in here as well, but Andrews now takes peek down to the inside, making it 3 wide back there. Stapleton in the 7, honestly just kind of looking content right now up here in the 2nd position, maybe kind of just trying to ride it out for the time being, because I mean, he knows he doesn't have to win, he just needs to finish well. He can lock up this championship, so I'd imagine that's probably what he's doing. Maybe just trying to hang with 59 of Zachary Fitzwater. He knows that the 59 has a fast car. That's maybe probably just what he was doing. Josh Williamson, the 60, though, got shuffled up to the outside and left out to dry. The other car up there, well, just slotted in on the inside, but Williamson's going to slot in there on the inside. A big block on the one of Connor Monaco, but Maximilian Chilton now taking a peek to the inside of Nathan Stapleton. Going to put that 7 car on the outside lane. Oh, but look at Parrish. Parrish looking to the inside. He's got help from John Andrews. And now that's going to shuffle Chilton out of line there in the 64. Chilton might have some help here, though, from the 7 of Nathan Stapleton, but both cars stuck up on that outside, while the inside lane has got a lot of momentum here. Looks like they might end up going towards the back here, but Connor Monaco, oh boy, that got close there. Between Monaco and Verstappen, Josh Williamson also gets shuffled up to the outside as a result of that. Chilton's going to get shuffled up all the way outside. For the race lead, though, Will Parrish in the 4 has gotten around the 59 of Zachary Fitzwater, now takes the lead. John Andrews looking to follow suit in second, side by side for third, between Fitzy and Stephen Colon. Bobby Frazier in the 00 back here trying to hold on to the draft. Fitzy gets put all the way up out to dry in the 59. And Will Parrish in the 4 getting pretty far out front. That's not quite what you want here at Talladega. See if anybody behind him can maybe muster up a run here. Here comes the 88 of Stephen Colon. Like he's got quite a bit of momentum here through turns 3 and 4, 3 wide. Behind them, Fitzy and Andrews are all the way on the outside trying to work together. Looks like they're going to have an opportunity to kind of slot in here on the middle. Fitzy might even go all the way down to the low side. He's going to do just that. Now Caitlin Luna in the 40 goes to the inside of the 88 of Stephen Colon. There's Will Parrish out here in the lead. Trying to hold on to this race win here in the second half here of NRLOA IROC 2 here from Talladega. Nathan Stapleton in the 7 has gotten back down to the inside, has made some ground back up. Trying not to let this championship slip away to the inside for the lead. Caitlin Luna in the 40 takes a peek to the inside. They're going to go side by side here. Luna's got some help there on the inside from Nathan Stapleton and Maximilian Chilton. Luna takes the lead here off a turn at number 4. Stapleton peeking to the inside, but gets put up into the middle by Maximilian Chilton. And we're 3 wide here for the race lead. Here coming to lap number 15, Maximilian Chilton in the 64 looking to take it away. Zachary Fitzwater right in tow behind them. Josh Williamson also in line there on the inside. Stapleton now up into the middle, but he blocks high here down the back straightaway, maybe looking for a bit of a push. And it looks like push he got as he's now trying to go side by side with Fitzwater. Now here comes the inside lane once again, and Josh Williamson in the 60. Second in line there on the inside. Now probably first in line as Fitzy takes the lead and is now going to block the high side on the exit of 4 and back down low here through the tri-oval. Bobby Frazier was able to hang on to the draft and is now up here second in line on the inside lane. All 12 cars still in this pack as we got 5 coming to 4 laps to go here from Talladega. Fitzwater in the 59 is now back out front. Like I said, we know he's got a fast race car, so we'll have to see what it takes to chase him back down. He's pulling ahead, though, quite a bit as these guys go at it there for the 3rd position. We're 4 wide for the 2nd position. Williamson right in the middle of that, and around goes Frazier and Williamson. Oh, and Williamson's going to come back across the track. He's into Chilton. He's into Stapleton. Maximilian Chilton on their lead in 3 and 4, rolling down the banking and up and over. Stapleton in the 7 is in it. Josh Williamson is in it. Bobby Frazier in the 00 stranded on the banking, and Maximilian Chilton ends up going roof over wheels in 3 and 4, and we are under caution here from Talladega. Ay, ay, ay. Just, late race aggression there, kind of boiling over. And 4 wide there for second behind Zachary Fitzwater. As Frazier got turned around, and Josh Williamson got sent to the inside and came right back up the track and wiped out both other championship contenders. Maximilian Chilton in the 64 is done. That is their championship hopes being turned upside down, no pun intended. Nathan Stapleton in the 7 was also involved in that. So was the 60 of Josh Williamson. I don't know how much damage these two cars have. Honestly, at this point, I don't know if we'll be going back green. If we can get them back going, we will. But we'll just have to see. But Zachary Fitzwater in the 59 led them back to the caution flag. We'll take a quick look at what brought us under the caution here from the Talladega Superspeedway, and then we'll get you back to your live picture here for the finish of round number 4 here of NRLOA IROC 2 here from the Talladega Superspeedway. I'll take a quick look here at what happened to bring out your first caution of the night here at the Talladega Superspeedway. 4 wide down the back straightaway. Bobby Frazier trying to give John Andrews room there on the inside. Gonna crowd the 60 of Josh Williamson. And they're gonna come together down the back straightaway. Go down towards the inside. Frazier gets spun off of the nose of the 17 of John Andrews. He's gonna spin there down to the inside wall. And the 60 of Josh Williamson also just about goes around there, but gathers the car up. But at this point, there's really nothing else that he can do but lock it down and hope for the best. He's going to come back up across the racetrack and, unfortunately, right into the path of both Maximilian Chilton and Nathan Stapleton. Your 3 championship contenders all getting taken out here in an accident. Here from the Talladega Superspeedway, Chilton gonna go over there in the 64. Will Parrish just barely looks like he's gonna skate by there without any major contact. Unfortunately, those same cannot be said for the likes of Williamson, Stapleton, and Maximilian Chilton. I see the 64 gonna skate down the banking there in turns 3 and 4. Actually gonna clip the grass here, and that looks like it's going to flip the car back over. Looks like, unfortunately, the car catches once again and flips right back onto its lid, and that hit right there looks like it blew the motor as well. So Maximilian Chilton, unfortunately, going to be out of this race. So a really tough break there for Chilton, along with everybody else involved in this one. But that's just the nature here at Talladega. And especially here in these late stages of the race, the aggression ramps up. And the patience runs dry, and eventually things can boil over. And we just saw that in action here from the Talladega Superspeedway. As I guess the big one is going to strike here in the late stages of this one. But really quickly, we'll take one more quick look here at full speed, and we'll get you all back live here from the Talladega Superspeedway here in NRLOA IROC 2. Taking a look here at full speed. Bobby Frazier just going to make contact there with Josh Williamson and turn both of them down the racetrack. Frazier gets spun off of Andrews, but Williamson wasn't so lucky and ends up coming back up across the track right into the path of his fellow championship competitors. Chilton there in 64 ends up going over it. Really tough break there, but crazy wreck here from the Talladega Superspeedway with just a couple of laps to go. We did get everything regrouped in time for a green-white checkered finish. And Zachary Fitzwater in the 59 is going to be your race leader as we head back to the green with 2 laps to go here from the Talladega Superspeedway. 2 laps to go in the season. And Stapleton and Williamson both may be facing a little bit of damage. We'll have to see how their cars hold up here on this restart here from the Talladega Superspeedway. But besides the championship, still got one more race winner here to decide. We'll see if Zachary Fitzwater could potentially hang on here in these final 2 laps here from the Talladega Superspeedway. Welcome back here to the Talladega Superspeedway here for the finale here of NRLOA IROC 2, wrapping up our first and hopefully only caution here of the night for a multi-car crash in turns 3 and 4. Maximilian Chilton on the 64 has taken it to the garage after everything is said and done, and there goes the 00 of Bobby Frazier. We'll get a end-of-the-line penalty. But, yeah, unfortunately does come out a lap down after everything is said and done. But are able to get these guys back rolling. Gonna restart here with 2 laps to go here from the Talladega Superspeedway. Out front, it's the 59 of Zachary Fitzwater. Second is the 97 of Dreamy Liver Verstappen. Third is the 40 of Caitlin Luna. Fourth is the 17 of John Andrews. And rounding out your top 5 is the 77 of Juan Carlos Espinosa. Nathan Stapleton and Josh Williamson probably have a little bit of damage from that. We'll see how this all turns out, though. Stapleton right now running in 9th. Williamson is 10th. Bobby Frazier is a lap down in 11th. And like I said, Maximilian Chilton out of the race, going to be coming home in the 12th position. But here we go. Going to be 2 laps to go here from the Talladega Superspeedway to close out NRLOA IROC 2. Zachary Fitzwater going to lead the field back to the gears here. 2 laps to go here from the Talladega Superspeedway. Turn number 1, Zachary Fitzwater with a decent jump there on the restart. And Josh Williamson, the 60. That car is... It has too much damage. He cannot get that thing up to speed. That is such a tough break there for Josh Williamson. So if pretty much he can make it back around, unless something crazy happens, Nathan Stapleton, well, he is a bit off the pace there as well, will be your NRLOA IROC 2 champion. But we still got a race win to decide up here, and right now Zachary Fitzwater has pulled away quite a bit as these guys get up to speed. We're coming to 2 laps to go here this time around. John Andrews there leading that inside lane with help from Cologne and Parrish. Here we go. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go here from the Talladega Superspeedway for Zachary Fitzwater, looking to bring home a win here to bookend his NRLOA IROC 2 campaign. John Andrews in the 17 looking to close in. So is Stephen Cologne. These guys got a huge run here off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. Will Parrish in the 4 looking for something back there. He blocks to the inside. Blocks the 77 of Juan Carlos Espinosa. He's going to get to the inside here of the 88 of Stephen Cologne. It's going to disrupt the momentum a little bit for the 17 of John Andrews. We'll see if he can make a move here off of turn number 4. Of course, remember, the start-finish line is until the exit of the tri-oval. Will Parrish in the 4, ducks low here, though, off of turn number 4. Andrews gets shuffled up to the high side, and that might be all she wrote. Down the front straightaway to the line, Zachary Fitzwater is going to bookend the year with a win here at the Talladega Superspeedway. And he is going to bring it to the line in the 9th position. But it does seem like Nathan Stapleton looks like he's going to bring it home with a championship trophy. Here for NRLOA IROC 2, Nathan Stapleton is your champion for the 2nd season here of NRLOA IROC. Tough break there for the 60 of Josh Williamson and the 64 of Maximilian Chilton. Gave us a great showing, though, here today from the Talladega Superspeedway. Of course, you all know the nature of this racetrack. It can be cruel sometimes, and we definitely saw it in play today. But it was definitely very fruitful for that 59 of Zachary Fitzwater. He goes to victory lane here in the final race of the season. So great stuff there out of Zachary Fitzwater. Great stuff as well out of the 7 of Nathan Stapleton. Surviving and bringing the car home, winning your NRLOA IROC 2 championship. But what a way to close out the season here for the Talladega Super Speedway. That was absolutely insane. In the end, Zachary Fitzwater going to bring it home with the race win, and Nathan Stapleton going to bring it home with a championship here in NRLOA IROC 2. But what a race this was. What a season it has been. What a crazy way to close out the 2nd year here in NRLOA IROC. Just what a season it has been. Taking a look here over your official results here for the final round. Zachary Fitzwater going to walk away with the win here from Talladega. Great stuff there for him. John Andrews comes home in 2nd. Will Parrish is 3rd. Juan Carlos Espinosa in 4th. Connor Monaco rounds out the top 5. Dreamy Oliver Verstappen in 6th. Stephen Cologne 7th. Caleb Luna 8th. Nathan Stapleton 9th. Josh Williamson 10th. Bobby Frazier comes home 11th, a lap down after getting towed back to pit lane after getting stuck on the transition there in turn 3. But good there for him. And then Maximilian Chilton ended up going over there in that accident. Comes home in the 12th position. So tough break there for them as well. But still, what a race this was. What a season it has been. And I definitely have to give a huge thanks, like I said, everyone over on the NRLOA and Stephen Cologne for giving me the opportunity to run this season. Like I said, I've had a lot of fun with it. It has been a lot of fun to run. We've had 4 great races here. Hope you all enjoyed it as well. But that's pretty much just going to be about all she wrote here for NRLOA IROC 2. Hope you all enjoyed the season. Thank you all so much for tuning in and supporting the channel and the series. Go and support Stephen Cologne over there as well. That is pretty much just about it. So thank you all, as always, so much for tuning in here to these races. And huge congratulations are in order for Zachary Fitzwater and Nathan Stapleton, race winner and champion here for the final round of NRLOA IROC 2 respectively. But thank you all so much for tuning in, and until next time, I will see you guys later. You all take care and have a good one. Here's your final point standings after the 4th round of NRLOA IROC 2.